Namah Shivaya. Hello, children. Welcome to our next episode in our podcast series on the life of the Himalayan master, Swami Rama. So, till now, we had 6 episodes till now, and I hope you have taken some learnings from that and started implementing in your life. That is the very purpose of doing these episodes. In today's episode, Swami Rama faces a test not from outside but from his own desires. He is forced to choose: does he want riches, comfort, and worldly success, or the burning fire of spiritual truth? And we'll also hear a powerful story told to him by another Swami, a story about how even the most dedicated seekers can fall unless they guard their hearts from temptation. So let's begin the episode. Now, Swami Rama's master was never the kind who ordered him to become a monk or a Swami because he was growing near his Gurudeva. That doesn't mean he also should become a Swami. He can always go back into the worldly pleasure, not the pleasures, but the regular life that we all lead. So he never said, give up this world, you have to come, you have to stay with me, you should also become a monk. He never said that. He was only training him. He always encouraged Rama to discover the path for himself. One day, the master said, go into the world, become a high government officer, settle down. If you are only attached to me, that's not healthy, so you better go. Now, Swami Rama was shocked. Does my master want to get rid of me? That is what he started thinking. Then the master said something strange. If you want wealth, Rama, I can give you wealth. I'll make you the richest man in India. Now he took Swami Rama deep into the mountains, and there, laid out before him, was a glittering heap of jewels: gold, rubies, emeralds, diamonds, the sparkling like the sunlight. Now Swami Rama blinked. Was this real? Because he is interested in gold. Swami Rama likes gold. So everybody likes gold, right? So he is as human as us. So he liked gold. Now, is this real? Then his master said, this is not an illusion. You can take it. This is all yours. You just take everything. Just let me go my way. Now, Swami Rama was shocked. His eyes were filled with tears. He said, Gurudeva, are you leaving me? You want me to take this instead of staying with you? Then the master pointed into a distance and he said, see that wall of fire? If you want to follow me, you must walk through it. You must choose now: jewels or fire, the world or the light. Now Swami Rama looked at the fire. Then he looked at the treasure. Then he said, I choose the fire. I want to be reborn in truth. He turned away from the glitter of jewels and stepped towards the path of renunciation. That is when Swami Rama renunciated. See, there is a huge heap of gold and a lot of treasures in front of him, but he chose to renunciate. That is not an easy decision to make, right? If we have a lot of worldly pleasures in front of us, we have a lot to enjoy, and somebody asks you, if you want, you can come along with me, I'll make you a monk. Will we choose that? We never do that, right? So that is not a small decision that Swami Rama has taken. And Swami Rama later said, the path of renunciation is like walking on the edge of a razor. Only those who are fearless and free from desires can walk in it. Because once you take that path, you can't come back, right? It is irreversible. So if you have any desires, if you have any fears, you should never go into that path. But he also said that you don't have to give up the world to grow spiritually, because you can live in this world as long as your actions are selfless and your heart is clear. That is what we are discussing right from episode 1, right? Whatever we are doing, we should do it selflessly. Only then, even if we are not a monk, we can definitely have a good spiritual path. Whether you choose the path of action or renunciation, the goal is the same: truth and inner freedom. Okay? Your mind should be free from everything. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter. You should not be too much attached to everything. That is what he said. Now, and let me tell you another story. This story was told by another Swami. That Swamiji told this story to Swami Rama, a story that he never forgot. Now it goes like this. A young man gave up everything and became a Swami. So his master warned him, avoid three things. First thing is gold, second is women, and the third is fame. Let me repeat, gold, women, and fame. You avoid these things because you became a Swami now. The young Swami promised he would. So one day, while crossing a river, he saw the river bank collapse, and beneath it there were jars of gold coins. At first, he ignored them, but then he thought, what if I use the gold to build a temple? See, the gold coins are lying there. I don't have any desire for that. What did my guru say? He wanted me to avoid gold. But now I don't have any desire for that, but I want to use this gold for a good purpose, that is to build a temple. Now then he approached some builders and he told them, because I have this gold, I want to build a temple. But the builders, they are greedy for this treasure. What did they do? They threw him into the river and they took that gold. Now he nearly drowned, but finally he survived. He was so shaken and he swore to himself, from now on, I won't even look at that money. Be it gold, money, anything is the same, right? Because even if I have good intentions, the society is not like that. So I don't want to look at money. He went deep into the woods. When visitors came, he would say, leave your money behind before you come here. So when there is money, he didn't want money even in his nearby range. So leave your money and you come here. Then one day a woman arrived there and she said, Swamiji, I will leave food here for you every day, because many people do that, right? When you find a Swamiji, you try to feed them because you get some punya and all. That's the reason she said, I'll leave some food here for you every day. He agreed. Every day she came, she kept the food there, but gradually she came a little closer. After some days, she brought a cat to give him company. Why does a Swami need company in the first place? But she brought a cat because you're staying alone, you will have some company, a pet. Now, what happened? He accepted that cat. After some time, then how do I get milk for this cat? Then this woman said, I will bring a cow so that that cow will give milk and you can feed the cat. Then after that, she said, may I stay here and look after the cow? See, the attachments start like this. First, she brought food, then she brought the cat, for the cat, the cow, and for the cow, the woman. Slowly, gently, she stayed there. Finally, what happened is they started living together. He married her, and a child was born. Because he was a man and she was a woman, he was so young and she was beautiful, he married her. A child was born. One day, another Swami came to visit that place, and he saw this Swami. He know that Swami from his earlier days, and he said, what happened to you? You married, you have a child. Now the Swami bowed his head and he realized his mistake. He said, I have fallen into this worldly things and I forgot my path. He wept so much. Then once again he left everything and again he returned to the forest. So after years after that, after deep practice, he gained spiritual powers. Okay. Now that's not the end of the story. One day a poor man came to him and he said, my children are starving, please help me. Now the Swami pulled a hair from his beard and said, place this in your cupboard. Tomorrow that cupboard will be filled with money. But only one condition, never tell this to anyone. Finally he went home, that poor man. Out of so much of joy and excitement, he told his wife. And what did his wife do? She told everybody. Soon, hundreds of people started coming and they're tugging at the Swami's beard and begging for hair. His face bled like anything because you're taking all the hair out of the beard. His face started bleeding. Once again, he had to leave that place. He went away to begin afresh. Now, this story was shared by another Swamiji to Swami Rama. So it's not just about avoiding gold, women, or fame. It is about protecting your heart from the subtle desires that grow slowly and silently, because you don't even know that you're having a desire for that, but slowly the desire increases. That is what has happened in Swami's life. So, children, what did we learn from this? Because the world will test your patience, your values, and your clarity again and again. We have seen the Swami story, right? First, it is about gold, the second time, it is about a woman, and the third time, it is about fame. So, the moment you start thinking, I am beyond temptation, that is when you are most at risk. So, you have to have a little fear about everything. See, what if maybe you're in your final examinations period, you're studying so much, suddenly you have your favorite movie coming on TV, then you should fear that. Oh no, if I start watching the TV, I will not stop it now. Again, a few hours will be wasted. No, this is not the time. During my holidays, I can watch it. If you have that fear, you are safe. But what will we do? I am beyond temptation. I just will watch for 15 minutes. It will give me a break, and then I'll go back and study. And every time, at least 99% of the time, what happens? That 15 minutes will convert into 2 hours, right? And after 2 hours, what will happen? Since you have watched a movie, your now your head is aching, you want to take some rest. Isn't it that happens every time? It's not just with watching TV, it might be about buying expensive clothes, right? Somebody is having some good clothes, maybe you also want to have such kind of clothes. Once, only one dress, I want to have one such dress. I'm not going to ask again. You tell your dad. Now when you go and buy some branded shirt, the next time you don't want to wear your regular street shirts, right? So that is another kind of temptation. If you look at everything, everything is a temptation. It can be about a good food that you feel the street food is so good, you want to have it. You have it today, tomorrow it will start calling you. Come on, come and eat me, come and eat me. You will go next day also, right? Everything, right from pani puri to chatpata chaat, you have everything. So everything in our world has its own temptation. The only thing is we have to reduce the desire for having all those things. Only then we'll be happy. And real strength lies in saying no to what weakens your soul, even if no one is watching, right? You should be able to say no, a strong no. I don't want this. I won't do this. You should say no when it is required to do, right? Now, this is about today's episode. Again, we'll meet you in the next episode. Jai Hind.